Hello, everyone. I don't know if anybody's going to be showing up tonight. I don't know what's going to happen. I got a few things written up. As you can see, I've got all sorts of tables because we like tables. Tables are fun when we're trying to talk about things. Um, Someone had brought up that we could talk about the trooper mechs, and then we started discussing like what is a trooper and how do troopers work, and things progressively went from there. And we realized that the old definition of a trooper mech is actually quite vague and quite wide. So, do we really know what we're going to be talking about here? Well, that's all in the different plans here. I hadn't used my free monthly gifted subscription that I can give every month for a little while here. I just threw them out because I had to check something on YouTube. It's just difficult to manage gifting subscriptions from the chat here in um, in Restream. I do see things that show up in if I have the chat window open. I wish I had one of those OBS kind of overlay. I tried messing with that for a bit in order to get people to be able to interact a bit more, but I was never able to really get it going. I've got vacation next week, so I might be able to do it. Are we gonna have a stream on Christmas Eve? I'm honestly not sure. I do not think I will have a stream on Christmas Eve because I do have a family. Um, but I might stream something else during the week next week since I am off. We are doing a bunch of videos on tanks this month. It seems it just came up, and I started filling out different things here about the various tanks available and the various options that are available for people. It's a little bit different. It does give people a bit of an idea of where we're going with tanks and stuff, and what happens in the various games that we end up having as to why tanks sometimes work and sometimes don't. And tanks are not super easy to build either. I've noticed. I've had to play with it, trying to make custom tanks and custom versions of things, and it didn't work as well as I would want all the time here. So it is a bit of an bit of an oddity, not duck. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we have Will that should be showing up. I'm going to resend him the link. So we have one more person. I don't know if Tanky's going to show up. You never know with a trucker what he's doing. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to show up. If I know Crab just said that he's got the sniffle as well. I mean, I'm starting to have the sniffle as well, but we will see how that goes. Let me get people in.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Okay, enough. I thought I had another 3 minutes, so I got a burrito here. So I'll be eating my mic occasionally.
That is fine. No, we add grilled cheese and tomato soup for supper because people are sick. So we're getting sick people food. As I said earlier, we've got tables of tables. You looked at them real quick and you were confused by me putting the Osiris in the unorthodox troopers. And it's perfectly understandable. That's part of what we're going to be talking about here, why I put it there. And we'll discuss the different
we need the alignment chart meme for Trooper Mech.
That's basically it, really. That's what I went like. There's orthodox troopers, unorthodox troopers, which are the weird ones, or the ones people really don't think about. There's the really weird ones that people just don't know, or it's a trooper because, like the dragon and the Grand Dragon is a trooper because, right? It's there in the list because, well, the Kuritas used it as a trooper. That is
Right.
entirely true.
It's like the Centurions for the Davians. They spam it. Or the Atlas with Steiners. They spam it. Or I should say Zeus.
Zeus for the Steiners, they definitely use it quite a bit. So it is a trooper. But is it really?
Well, in the context of Steiner, I'd call that completely orthodox.
Yeah, but it's weird for everybody else. And
Fair
I mean,
point.
for Omni-Mechs is their own thing, because I mean, you can have an Omni-Mech that is a trooper most of the time, but
I'd say it depends on the. Yeah, it depends on the cheaper, more readily available
the Centurion Omni. The Centurion Omni is going to be. The Centurion Omni is going to be a trooper 90% of the time.
I mean, I'd argue that things like the Blood Asp is going to make the most radical there.
Blood Asp. Okay, that's a pick.
Blood Asp was a trooper. That's how I use it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it is a sniper in its primary configuration, but if you reconfigure it, I mean, it ends up being a trooper. It's fairly tough. It's fairly capable. You've got plenty of pod space and internal room to play with. And yes, you will see people use it as a trooper as well. Kingfisher, though, this one here, I'm pretty sure everybody can agree, is an Omni trooper as well. Almost every configuration is going to be in that particular range there.
Kingfisher is one of those Omnis, those rare Omnis, where almost every single config is just like, yeah, I'd feel that.
I need to add more faction emojis to my YouTube chat. I'll see how many emoji slots I still have available. It depends on the number of members you have. It's not the number of subscribers, but really members for that. I really like Twitch's version of emotes better than YouTube, since you can use anybody's emote on anybody else's channel. It's a lot more fun, and it's a lot more engaging.
Members,
yeah. I mean, you're a member of a random channel. You spam that emote, and people are like, "I want that emote," so they go to that guy's channel and they subscribe to that guy because they want the emote as well, etc., etc. So, you know, you have weird things like that going on, but it's also fun because it gives more value to the membership in a way in the same time. Memberships on YouTube have not a whole lot of value unless you really want to support the people running the channel, which is why I decided to have a very cheap, like $1 sub level. And so if people just want to drop $1 towards me every month, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I just broke my Gurkha sword. Oh, well, it broke the first time I messed with a Gurkha as well.
It happens.
It's plastic. Printed plastic breaks fairly easily. Let's remember that. Resin's no better really for a lot of that stuff, so I'm not gonna go like resin's always better. It's easier to clean up though. I've noticed that messing with, once it's treated, it's a lot easier to pull the model off the base and
oh, absolutely, yeah,
than on PLA. But PLA is still a lot cheaper. But I'm thinking maybe getting a resin printer. I'm not sure here because it really depends on what I want to print.
Well, if you don't mind to use the one, I got that the frozen.
No, you shipping it to Canada would be exorbitant for you. That's the problem.
Fair.
That's really the problem. I mean, I shipped a box of 8 models to Ameris, and it cost me $19. It was like 10 grams, The box was heavier than the models, and it was $19. So I can't imagine shipping a whole printer. It's cheaper for me to order a printer from a company and get it, or at least get it in Canada. I mean, I don't know if my buddy still prints a whole lot. I might ask him, like, are you getting rid of your stuff? I haven't talked to my local friend who has a printer in a while now. It's what happens when you get old. You don't talk to your friend unless you're you have something to do or you have something to think about. I'll need to talk to him because I don't know if he got into Conflict 47. Because if he did, we might play it. Oh well. In 3D
All right,
printing
okay.
news, Wargame Atlantics is changing their tribe on My Mini Factory. They used to give 19 models a month for $15, which was a lot. I have to be honest, it was quite a bit. And they weren't seeing the growth in their numbers that they were expecting or wanting. So they're changing their thing up. They're going to be giving, there's going to be a sci-fi model kit, a fantasy kit, or a historical kit. And if you want all three, well, you get an option for all three at a discounted rate. So if some people are more interested in one of the three, they'll be able to get them. Wargame Atlantic, I would say here, since I started 3D printing and buying stuff from people, they're probably one of the best company in for models in 3D printing, because what they offer is really modular kits that are easy to print and easy to use, because you can take that little Roman soldier ear and you could stick the head of that US Marine on it, and you could replace the arms with something else from any of the other kits. Well, not any of them, but most of the other kits, and it would work. So you could kit bash their stuff really easily because it's the same sculpture and it's the same scale for almost everything, or it's easy enough to rescale. So, I mean, if you're looking for simple stuff, fantasy, sci-fi, or historical, you can get one of their things, or you get the big thing with all 9 models a month. I mean, it's half of what they were giving before, but I have to say 19 models a month was maybe a bit much for a company. Like the other guy I'm subscribed to gives like, well, it's a lot of model per release, but it's like I release 1 or 2 things. They were releasing like whole blocks of stuff. Like I've been subscribed to them for 3 months, and I've got 48 kits from Warlords Atlantic, Wargames Atlantic
Very nice.
already.
Let's see.
And they were what was fun is that they had a wide range of stuff. Now we're gonna have a little bit. It's gonna be the same range, but it's gonna be rotating month over month, which might be a better thing as well, because maybe their sculptor was getting burned out. Doing 19 kits a month, you'd get burned out. Oh, they had to change the name here because they were saying Land Rover. They had to change the name to Overlander because Land Rover probably told them to. Kinetic Concept Statical, hello, welcome in. But I mean, that's a nice little kit. They have a added technical too. I don't the technical. I mean, those are nice for anything when you're doing modern. You could use that almost all the time.
Big file.
Yeah, those are big files. For the
no. I was checking on my
no
my Telegram group. The Centurion zip folder is 1.25 gigs.
Not surprising. Everybody's making a Centurion, so there's a few mechs like that. If you're looking, you're gonna have everybody making them, while you have other mechs that nobody even look at. So, when I was talking, their kits are modular. Like those alien heads here, you can fit on just about any model that is 28 millimeters that they do. So you could have a Centurion with a little dude in a spaceship on it, or the alien with a monocle. This one I want to print at some point and put it on whatever, just because it's funny. It's a little alien with a monocle. So I mean, they have another set of heads, and I mean, once you're subscribed to them, you get a discount to their store. That's what normally happens on My Mini Factory. I know I'm just talking here, but support people who need support and want things. I know a lot of people, especially in the printing family for wargaming, we don't like spending money, or we try to find ways around spending money, but there's companies and there's organizations that kind of need the money, or it'd be good if we support them. Let's go with that.
Right. So
that is a little bit of me telling people to do the right thing here.
Yeah, I say I do when I can.
That is good. I mean, I've been buying models left and right here, not left and right. Every time I need something here, I got some of the Marcher models during the Black Friday sale. This I've printed twice. Once because I made a mistake and I didn't print the right model. I'm painting the aft track right now. I've got 2 Umbers. Got that Jeep right there. I've got it right in front of me. I need to paint it, but the soldiers have Continental Army heads on them. As those are 28 millimeters, so they are compatible with our Wargamers Atlantic stuff. I haven't printed the Stug yet, the RPAD that they call. I haven't printed that yet. I've realized that printing horses in PLA is a very bad idea as well, so I'm probably not going to be doing that very often.
Probably a good idea.
This one came out nice. The Tsung. I have to look again.
Tsung.
Chang. Yeah, we'll say it like a good. We'll say it like a good American. Chang. It came out really nice when I did it. I need to paint them. Chang. I haven't started painting those. I've got Stealths to paint. I've got Dark Rose painted, and I've got Titans painted. So I've got some stuff that I need to start taking pictures of, putting into the presentation, and probably will be the various videos for January because, well, December I'm doing all those videos on tanks. So next week will be the video on the planetary defense forces, like the general utility tanks and the very basic stuff. And I've got another video ready for the support tanks, which ended up being the various forms of carriers, because there's a lot of them. SRM carriers, LRM carriers, light SRM carriers, heavy LRM carriers, mortar carriers, AC carriers, laser carriers. You name it.
What is my purpose? You carry the missiles.
You carry things, and you have as much armor as a snowblower. Oh, well, that's cool. I think I put the Etzer in it because the Etzer's a fun thing as well. And,
it's an AC-20 on wheels.
And the various the Etzer's in the planetary defense stuff, and all the various artillery units for the inner sphere. Not all of them, but discussing the various artillery tanks and artillery vehicles, which are also quite funny to discuss. All right, well, let's get into today's topic. Danky might show up at some point. He said he's also getting food. Everybody's getting food, which is normal at this time of day.
Yep. I'm just looking at Centurions to tinker with.
The Centurion, which is right there, saying that it's the most trooper of troopers. It's a good way to say it, but I feel like the Enforcer is more a trooper than the Centurion.
Maybe
let's start with it. Let's start with a grand accusation here, or a controversial statement from the get-go. Because the Enforcer, first thing first, as an AC-10, yes, but as a large laser. So it's going to be able to stay in the field longer than the Centurion is.
Fair.
Because the Centurion has that LRM-10. Yes, it has those 2 medium lasers, including one pointing backwards for some reason. And overall, the Centurion does have an advantage, though. The Centurion has 1 hand, while the Enforcer has no hands. So
the Centurion can actually also fire more than 1 weapon without overheating.
This is true.
Well, the Enforcer can shoot his AC-10, and it's a large laser without overheating since it's got 12 heat sinks.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
8, 9, 11, 12. If you jump, you're going to start overheating a little bit, but not much. It's not catastrophic, let's say. If this was an ER large laser, yes, then it would be an entirely fair point. And the Enforcer has jump jets, so 464. So it has a little bit more utility than the Enforcer in whatever lance you want to take an Enforcer and put it in. I think it'd be a little bit more valid, let's say. Let's go to the rest of the team. What do you guys think?
Let's see. Well, that's the hard part because they both fulfill the definition well. You can slot them into anything, and they work. The prices are fairly cheap too.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't the Centurion have more armor than the Enforcer?
Good question. I am not 100% sure. I'm gonna go pull it up.
I want to say it does.
Enforcer has 9 tons.
Enforcer for R. I'm gonna go with the very basic models here, because when we go to the wonderful world of upgraded kits, things can get a little bit tricky here.
Like half a ton more.
Okay, so the Centurion has 8.5 tons. The Enforcer is 9.
Really?
The Enforcer has more tons, but the Enforcer's rear armor is made of tinfoil, 343, while the Centurion has 676, and that rear-facing medium laser.
So you could get the mix more. You can get the mix better. Okay.
It's very, very hard.
I forget. Does the Centurion have 1 ton of LRM ammo or 2?
I think it's only 1, but it's an LRM 10, so it should get you through the whole game.
It's got 2 tons of LRM ammo and 2 tons of AC ammo. It's got plenty. While the Enforcer, I think, only has 1 ton of AC ammo. So,
there's my answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More ammo.
Yeah. Honestly, on the Centurion, I'd strip 1 ton of the LRM ammo to add more armor, because 12 shots of ammo is enough for most games.
But if you got 2 tons of LRM ammo, then one of those tons could be smokes.
True, but that's also a job of support mechs, not the troopers.
Hey, trooper needs his own smoke screen.
Fair.
The thing is, he can, with that ability to put smokes, he gains more utility.
This is true.
For the rest of the group.
Or minefields.
Or very possibly minefield. Yes, that is a quite another way of doing it. One of the things, though, if we look, both of them fall in the more orthodox style of troopers. You know, the things that we expect to be troopers, basically. Both of them have standard engines, at least on the basic models. On the upgraded models, things go all over the place. You've got Centurions with XL engines, you've got Centurions with light engines, and you've got Centurions with standard engines still upgraded. Enforcer generally stays with a standard engine because you've got the Enforcer 3 that exists. I forgot to put the Enfield, and I don't know how you're supposed to say it, on there because it's also basically an Enforcer. So it would be in that list as well. But if we look in the last chart I make, which is mech adoption, basically who runs the things? Centurions. Pretty much everybody as Centurions.
Yeah, they come out of Deviant Space, but pretty much everyone has them.
Merrick builds them as well.
Oh, Marians have them.
The Marians have them.
When the Marians have something, you can guarantee it's ubiquitous.
Well, it's called the Centurion, and they're kind of space Romans. Like, we have to have this, no matter what it costs.
What do you mean, we?
They're aura farming.
While the Enforcer is really strictly a, FedCom mech with mostly Fed sons, because even it's the Enfield that was built by the Lyrans afterwards, and then the regular Enforcer was more or less replaced with the Enforcer 3 in Fed Sun space. So the Centurion is more of both of them are troopers. I like the Enforcer kind of more, but it has less ammo. It has more mobility. Like, they're very close to each other, and they're very efficient, both of them. I'd almost take off an heat sink off the Enforcer to add a ton of ammo for the AC-10. I think that's what I do when I get one in MechWarrior 5, actually.
And then just cycle your heat occasionally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mech Warrior, Mech Warrior 5 is one of the
In
reasons.
Mech Warrior 5, you're not gonna be worrying too much here in Mech Warrior 5 normally. It's not like eat's a problem. It's just if you overeat, you shut down. Nothing else really it really happens, you know. Or you could take out the small laser and put half a ton of AC-10 ammo in Mech Warrior 5 because half tons of ammo exist only in the world of video games. It's a thing.
Kind of weird. It's only there.
We've had those discussions with Elkite every once in a while as well. Elkite's fully ready to say, like, yeah, you should be able to put half tons of ammo. And I'm okay with it too, because a half ton of ammo still takes a crit slot and you can still get critted in it and still die a horrible death. So
yay.
There you go.
Hooray.
I mean, well, Icarus, yes. What mechs would fit the trooper classification in the Ilklan era? In the newer mechs, the Stormwolf does fit that category. The Dominator, the Thresher Mark II, even though that is a really odd one.
Hammerhead.
Looking at the Hammerhead, the Sojourner.
No, I'm not biased at all, but you can always combine the Guardian.
Yeah, well, yeah. I went with standard things that we didn't invent yet.
Right.
In that list here.
For Ilkhan troopers, I would like to broaden the category with all the new technology. The more AES systems, the more user-friendly systems that you're throwing green pilots, and now they're kind of more like a 4-5 instead of a 6-6. That's your new classification for trooper mech.
Or
forgiving machines.
I mean, the thing is, since Battletech is so wide, there's also I could have done a chart based on eras as well. I mean, this took me 2 hours at work to already put that thing up, so it wasn't easy. And I noticed that I'm missing stuff now already. So, you know, there is that.
Certainly by era is something, because like a 6'9", 65-tonner doesn't sound like a trooper in Succession Wars, but when you get the later
cav mech.
Yeah.
But even in later eras, I would still consider that closer to a cavalry mech. It's gonna start sacrificing something at 6'9". It's gonna have to start sacrificing something.
Or Exterminator.
Exterminator sacrifices firepower, unfortunately. But, you know, it's very mobile, and you can put the stealth stuff on it. It can become very nasty. But the Exterminator is definitely not a trooper. At least we can remove that one from the list. That is one we can completely ignore.
I'm wondering how that one got there in the first place. That is absolutely not a trooper. That thing is rare.
Well, not just the problem is not just that it's rare, is that it's non-standard.
It's hyper specialized.
It hyper specialized. This is my original list that I did. I just went through like the mechs and just wrote things up and then made my charts. One thing that I did notice, we have our 35-ton troopers, which are very common which is a very common weight for a trooper. We're not going to say all troopers here, but for the light troopers, there is a way of looking at things here, I think. Firebee from House Liao is a trooper mech in its own ways. Is it great? I mean, it's an incendiary mech in a way, but using infernos instead of standard weapons. But it's decently fast. It jumps. It has a large laser, a bunch of SRMs, okay armor, not great, but okay armor. So this is an effective little trooper at that particular type of thing. And that's where you have all those other 35-tonners as well. The Gurkha from our friends at the Word of Blake
Gar?
35
Oh, yeah.
tons. It has an S word.
So,
It is really fast though. At 711, it is really fast.
Yeah.
But it has an ERPPC, an S word, and 4 ER small lasers, which are reasonable on most mechs. So it would do the trooper role. But as Argyle is saying here, I would say XL engine almost discounts a trooper mech. If you have an XL engine, you're not a trooper.
Because it's usually too expensive,
But-
or they put that weight into speed.
This.
But if your military is able to provide those XL engine, you're still a trooper.
At least
The
for
clans don't really care about sticking XL engines and stuff because they're able to build them like candy. Defiance Industries or the Word of Blake, they don't really have any issues building XL engines either.
I guess there's an argument
So-
to be made that the clans just don't build troopers; they build all cavalry mechs.
There is that. Oh, there, Stan Key just warned me in the chat that he was there.
Yeah, man. What's up? I've been sitting here this whole time.
Sorry, I didn't hear the ding of someone
Oh,
coming
yes,
in.
ma'am. Thank you.
Javelin F is a solid trooper. Yeah, but the Javelin itself, I won't say is a trooper. We'll get into things.
Yeah, no,
So I
man.
would
I've
say
been
the
in here
Gurkhas-
for about 5 minutes now, just listening to y'all go on about it. But it's
Gur-
cool.
The Gurkha
You pervert.
is a trooper in its category. Ornate Owl, probably one of the best clan cheap mech. At least in price, it's 3.5 mil, so it's dirt cheap.
It's no Zoc.
6.9, it jumps.
But-
It has a large pulse laser and 2 medium pulse lasers.
But,
I
but it's still no Zaku boy.
It's still no Zaku, yeah. But I almost would swap one of the medium pulse laser for 2 small pulse. I think that's one of the configs I did when I did a video on these guys. I mean, 2 medium pulse, 1 large pulse, 1 medium pulse, 2 small pulse. You have something for everything. You can kill infantry, you can jump, you can do everything. And yes, okay, it's
Thank you.
probably more of a cavalry mech in a way, but for the clans at that range, it kind of is a trooper. I mean, speed is not a trooper's role, yes, but you will have troopers that are speedy. That's part of it. So,
I mean, me personally, Horned Owls and Goshawks, I mean, I think if you had a second line galaxy comprised of nothing but Horned Owls and Goshawks, you could conquer the inner sphere. Those things are just
add Vapor
gross.
Eagles. Add Vapor Eagles. To the,
Vapor
Vapor Eagles.
Vapor
That is
Eagle,
the
Vapor
Goshawk,
Eagles, the
same
Goshawk.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Vapor Eagles, the Goshawk. Yeah. I mean, you could probably mess things up pretty damn bad with that. Yes. Well, add Griffin 2Cs, Wolverine 2Cs, Conjurers. There's all sorts of different other second line mechs that are just fantastic. So, but I mean, this here, the Ornate Owl, I would consider it a 35-ton trooper.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely.
it falls into that category. The Panther has been used by Auscarita as a trooper throughout its history.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I think gives it a little bit of a bonus there is the 2 quirks that it has. Nimble Jumper, allowing you to do the fancy moves in the air with your Panther. And improved targeting short means that your PPC has less issues in its minimum range.
It's less
So you
bad.
can
It's
use
less
it.
bad in its minimum range. It's still got a penalty, but it's less bad.
It's like
Exactly.
penalty of 2 then.
What does that nimble jumper thing do exactly?
You
can
don't
do
have to
somersaults.
jump. You can do somersaults. Yes, that's what it does. It means you don't have to jump in a straight line. You can jump like sideways, things like that. Because normally when you
Oh.
jump, you have to calculate like the straight line. If you want to jump, like the guy's right in front of you, you want to jump, you have to just jump over him and turn around. If you have nimble jumper, you could like jump 3 in the back and then 1 back 1, something like that. You can move in the air however you want with your
I
jump.
always thought that when you jump, you can end your facing in whatever direction you so choose,
can.
as long as you.
The facing you can. The thing is, like, I'd have to have a map open, but let's say it's the spider that is the most common with it. With the
Okay.
spider, you don't have to go like the most direct route between the 2 points where you're jumping. you can go like around something or anything like that to improve your TMM or to dodge something
Or get around an obstacle.
Yeah.
You know what light mechs like to do is just run around in a circle to go right back where they were to get their TMM up high. You can do that
Yeah.
with Nimble Jumper.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. I'm tracking now. I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to
It's
derail.
it's an
But
awful
that-
it's an awful thing to do, but you
It's
can
a
do it.
hilarious thing to do.
And yeah, the Panther is one of those definitive 35-ton trooper. And the 9A lag that removes the jump jet to get a speed of 5.8, maybe even more of a trooper in a way. So yeah.
As a Russell main, yes, the Panther is definitely our trooper.
Whoa. This one I've never heard of before. The Panther 9RH removes the SRM4 to add a hatchet.
Yes, it is a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's one of
Very
the
rough
that's one
spot.
of the ones that they I think that's one of the ones they wrote about in the Force Manual Kurita,
Yes.
but didn't include a
A sheet.
how it not even a sheet. Remember in the Davion book how they took the Mad Cat's LRM-15 and put it on you know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
right?
on the Griffin. It was very
Yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they couldn't even do that for any of the Kurita mechs because there's a ton of Kurita mechs in that book where it's like, remove a half ton, remove a.
Remove a half ton of armor, add something silly.
Add hatchet. Yeah, there's a hero unit for Rosselhog that is a Griffin that they it's a what I want to say it's the 3M with as an
Mhm.
LRM 20.
Mhm.
She downgraded it to an LRM 15 to put a hatchet on.
That is a good idea. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'd almost go with a claw because it looked cooler, but claws didn't really exist back then unless you're in MechWarrior 5. Well,
Yeah.
two Panthers together and you get a Warhammer that can jump. That's called a tug that can jump, actually, maybe.
Hell yeah.
I
Jumping
apologize
tug.
about that, y'all. I
That's
had to place
fine.
my dinner order. I'm getting a omelette du fromage for
Omelette
dinner.
Ooh.
du
Nice.
fromage.
Yes, as a
Omelette du
millennial man,
fromage.
that is the only French that I truly know because shout out Dexter's Laboratory.
Represent.
I
Hell yeah.
present the spirit.
That is such a silly mech, and the more I look at it, the more I'm
Nobody
like, hey,
ever
this is actually
thinks about
really cool, and no one ever actually thinks about it. Yeah.
Kinda. What's it got?
So it's a Jade Falcon Trooper from 3063. One of the first mechs that they started building on Olivity weapons in Suda-10. It has a lot of speed. I doubt it is very heavily armored though. I'll go and
I
open
don't
it because
think any armor. What?
Spirit. Let's go see Spirit.
6
Not Spirit
tons
Walker.
of Pharaoh? Oh, really?
6 tons of ferrofibrous. Okay, it's definitely a trooper. Plenty of armor for a 35-tonner. It is fast. Doesn't jump, which is
That's why.
Jade Falcon didn't put jump jets on stuff until later on again, but that's just that.
Is it because it uses Endo and an Exo engine?
Well, they have to have room to evolve. They start out making fast silly things, and then they start making fast jumpy things, and then they make the Cougar XR, and then they make fast jumpy things with wings. And then somewhere along the way they get talons, and we end up with the cracked out Ill Clan stuff that we get. But the Spirit is really cool. It's definitely unique and different.
Certainly trades at what an inner sphere medium would have in every way.
It's basically an inner sphere medium on a 35-ton chassis. Yes.
It's doing what Clan Mechs do. You're getting
it's 6.5 million per, so you can get 2 enforcers for the price of a Spirit.
What's that battle value?
Maybe it's priced
1,600
with jettison weapons and all the loadout. It's a 35-ton Wolverine with jettison bull weapon.
Yeah,
it is.
VR large laser, heavy medium, heavy small, which is a lot of punch. LRM-10 with Artemis and Streak 4. All of it is good there, and the Streak 4 is in a weird gun mount. Because it's cool.
It looks like the Zaku Mariners torpedo missile gun thing from Zeta Gundam.
Kinda.
I mean, this
Oh my
is
god, my local.
I think it is the only picture that we have of it.
It really
Nobody
is.
thinks about it.
It has ECM.
There's only one variant.
My local game store actually has the Zaku Mariner high grade. Not me thinking about getting it and kit bashing it to make a Spirit now.
The Kampfgeist, the fighting spirit. Okay.
Indeed. But what's that 2 variant
It's a
have?
Wyvern. Yes.
An
You
ER large
are
laser
right,
and an
Major. It's
ETM-12
very
and it's
close to a
targeting
Wyvern
Jeez.
for weapons. It is close to the Wyvern.
Yeah, Clan already has
this
the
is what
Wyvern
the
2C.
Yes, the clans already have the Wyvern 2C.
And what I'm saying is this is what the Wyvern 2C should have been. If we go by the model of 2Cs are either like a couple tons lighter than the parent mech, or they get like much bigger than the parent mech.
What can you create Zaku City, which you want to call that a trooper?
I mean, this is a trooper because you can take spirits, slot them in any formation that you want, and it's going to perform.
What's its battle value exactly again?
1673.
1673 for a 4.5. That is about a Wolverine. So you could put a 3.4 on there to get some better gunnery, and you're doing a Wolverine's job at 35 tons. And I bet you, because of Olivetti, I bet you the Hell's Horses got access to a few of them.
Let me check
It's-
that real quick.
It just doesn't have jump jets.
There might even be an argument for the Lyrans getting a couple through salvage or through trade and being like, hey, a 35 tonner with this level of firepower?
but
Forget
you wouldn't
about
be
you,
using-
Mr. Commando.
Just Jade Falcon.
But you wouldn't be
And-
using those as troopers, as a Lyran. As a Lyran, those would be elite mechs.
Wait, are you saying that
Scorpion and
only...
Jade
are you
Falcons
saying it's
used
just-
it than just Falcons?
So it's only Jade Falcons get it?
Yes, they shared it with the Scorpions for like 2 eras, but outside of Jihad, it's just a Falcon mech.
Thomas Malone saying that he's used it in a clan league and it's done major work. I would assume it would, yes. I mean, that ER large laser could have been an EVI large laser, but it would have been silly. There, we'll go with that.
I like the 2 variant. A little more expensive, but ditching the heavy lasers for a targeting computer
Yeah, but you only have an ER large laser
and an ATM-12.
with a targeting computer. Well, the ATM-12 is
How many tons of ammo?
certainly a thing. ATM-12s are not fun to be on the table. Let's face it.
Yeah, I heard Turkina, the Turkina T or Turkina Z was made illegal on tournament scenes now.
There are...
Oh.
Well, a lot of society stuff is illegal in the tournament scene because of the IATMs. But the Turkina Z just... It's the Delta,
For
but with
IATM-12s.
IATMs instead of regular ATMs, which I think is the Delta is the regular ATM carrier.
Yeah,
Probably.
it has 4 as well, but it doesn't have the Nova and it doesn't have the light tag
And it doesn't have the street capability of the IATM.
or the Inferno capability of the IATM.
Or the EM. Hey, show of hands.
IATMs are
EMP.
evil.
Has anyone, just as a quick aside, has anyone ever actually had success with the EMP bullets from the IATM?
Against
Never
Princess and
used
Mega
it.
Mech, yes. Just because I just spam it and whatever it happens.
See, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, hey, this is really cool, a chance to like shut down and overheat the target, but I like streak infernos that can also indirect fire better.
I
Notably,
mean, why not boat? Because you've got enough ammo in the Turkina Z to
Oh,
do boat.
Good
That's
lord.
the problem.
That thing
You've got
has
10 tons of reload.
that thing is a walking ammo bin, man.
It's ATM-12, you will empty them. And you're
Okay.
going to be splitting
If you want to hear something silly, I did put the Turkina as a potential trooper.
For Assault Trooper, I could see that.
The thing is, Jade Falcons build those by the dozen.
This is the
Yes, it is freakishly expensive. Yes, it has a massive XL engine. But it has standard armor and standard chassis, so they're not that hard to, keep going. And like most of their configurations are meant to get into fights. and just stay there.
Alternate configuration E. This powerful close range variant, close range, mind you, is equipped with 6 Streak SRM6s and a Hag 40. Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Whoa,
I don't
mama.
always trust Sarna, but this basically says goodbye to any aircrafts or helicopters. It just is a delete button for
Goodbye,
for anything that
tanks.
flies.
Hello, the
Helicopters
cluster
are Desgra. We don't want that.
There you go.
They knew the Hell's Horses would
and
be
the
their
Turkina.
neighbors.
The Turkina is also easy to pilot.
Oh yeah, it is.
There you go.
So this is probably one of the ideal trooper mechs.
It's
Ideal
easy to pilot.
trooper
It's easy to
assault.
pilot because its torso is so aerodynamically shaped. It's built for maximum wind resistance, as it were.
No,
minimal resistance.
It's because Clan Jade Falcon had lost so many people during the refusal war. They needed to make sure that they had something that they could run.
They had to idiot proof it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Minimal wind resistance is what I meant to say. My bad, y'all.
See, case in point. Case in point.
There we go. Let's see next one. Tiburon is also a 35-ton trooper.
Yes.
In the same kind of family as your Spirit. It has a little bit less range, but 4 ER medium, 2 ER small, and 2 SRM2. So you've got a little bit more utility out of those SRMs in a way, because you can load them with all sorts of fancy rounds rather than what the streaks can just mount the normal stuff. It has an ECM light. Well, it'll be ECM full probe combo pretty soon, a targeting computer. So yes, it's also quite expensive, but it's in the same I would say it's in the same family as our Spirit that we were just talking about here.
You know,
a solid light mech for the clans.
I always overlooked it because it was there were like 2 or 3 named Tiborns. I think there was a standard Tiborn and then a solitaire was all Clan Seafox had for Clicky Tech, and it was just one of those things where it's like, wow, it's a army consisting of 3 light mechs. Like, why would I ever run this?
Oh, I looked that one up. Yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah, but looking at its Battletech stats, though, it's like, oh, and those are regular SRM2s, so like I can pop Smoke or Inferno, and look at that design quirk, multi-track targeting.
Can shoot all sorts of people at the same time.
I believe that means that you don't get a penalty for your primary target, you ignore your penalty for a secondary target, and then it starts stacking on a tertiary onward target. And you
remember,
do have the guns to split fire.
And it does have a targeting computer, so that's extra bonuses for multi-tack doesn't stack on.
I mean, it's a light mech recon hunter.
Magrum is absolutely right.
It is probably its original design role is that, but you could build a force with Tiburon. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fly, unfortunately.
It runs.
There's a version with improved heavy medium lasers instead of ER mediums, though. So you do lose on range, but you will kill things dead.
Can you imagine a Tiburon and a Spirit in the same force along with a Horned Owl and a Vaporeon Eagle?
Yes. Well, the thing is, that would be at this point you have like a solid light medium trooper lance.
Yeah.
Trooper star, basically. And it would be solid.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's not specialized in anything in particular. If we go with what we've just said here, some of it is more cavalry, some of it is more light hunters and things like that, but all of it is trooper. All of it is an idea of a trooper mech.
Yeah,
in the end.
Now, hey, are trooper mechs supposed to be cheap or relatively inexpensive, and we can spare a little bit of an expense on it?
That's part of the discussion here.
Because I'm sitting here and I was just thinking about other things to add in with that, and all I could think was either the Solitaire or the Hellion. But oh good lord, the Solitaire and the Hellion are so expensive.
That's part of the problem. I did a chart. The base chart is Orthodox troopers, which is what we expect from trooper, what we would expect from a trooper. unorthodox, which are the weird things that can get into a trooper role or that are in the trooper role, the really weird ones, and all the Omni-Mechs. But then I split it up between those with standard engines and those with Excel engines, because I do feel like all the ones with Excel engines, you're not always going to be able to treat them as troopers, because
Not
some people
always.
don't have the possibility to keep building those Excel engines or have the money to keep putting them forward, right?
Mm.
So you're more limited in that ear. And there's also the adoption, how many people adopted each of those mechs in the end. Like the Spirit, nobody uses it. So, I mean, it is a trooper. It is, well, no, it is decently expensive. But I mean, the Jade Falcons can build XL engines and they don't have too much of an issue with it.
Dang, dude, you did a good
But-
job on that restricted list, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, Templar. Oh yeah, you're right. Not a lot of people use. Only Davion really uses it. Falcon, Star League, and
Zeus.
who called it? Who used it when they called it the Drift Shag?
Wolf
Which
Dragoon.
clan was that? No, there was a clan
That
that
was
called it.
Isolian, I think, that is the Drift Shag.
Yeah, Star
with a
League,
name like that.
Star League, Ice Helion, and Wolf Dragoon are the only ones who use the Falcons. So I mean, yeah, you're spot on there.
Drift Shag's
3
that
or
in
less,
one word?
that's limited. 2 word.
Oh, it's
Drift
because I misspelled
Shag.
it. It's because I misspelled it. There you go.
Shag, like Austin Powers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just a Falcon.
Well, no,
With a bad
it's not just a,
reputation.
no, it's not just a Falcon. It's actually good. So it's
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
just a Falcon.
Well, I don't know, man. There's a Falcon. The Star League has a Falcon with a snub-nosed PPC on it
Yes,
there
that
at
is
the end.
also the other good Falcon. All the other Falcons are terrible.
Hey, do you really think I would call a mech good and not be referencing its Soul Good variant? Come on, man. You know me
There
better
you
than
go.
that.
There's
Do we though?
Dewey. Like the Stupen
Oh, thank you so
Ock.
much.
The Stupen Ock. Stupen. We're jumping around here. I was wanting to go through the Wolfhound. We'll finish those 35-ton troopers.
Yep.
Real
Go
quick.
back. Wolfhound, definitely a trooper, a light mech hunter. It is the arm of the FedCom.
There you go. Yes, the Wolfhound 2, the WLF 2, is the really good one. The WLF 1 overeats like crazy, so you don't really want to use it all that much. But the WLF 2 is fantastic. It has a standard engine. It doesn't have a fancy chassis. It doesn't have fancy armor. It has an ER large laser and 4 medium lasers, including 1 shooting backwards, but everybody flips it forward anyways. And goes fast enough and has decent armor. And, you know, it literally does everything fairly well. What it doesn't
All
have,
energy boat.
all energy, but what it doesn't have is anything to kill infantry. That is an issue. If you
Sure
want
it
to be
does. It has feet.
true, you could swap the rear-facing medium pulse laser for a small pulse laser, and you'd have, I'd say it would improve its trooper role by a margin.
I
would be
would
one step-
argue,
Mhm.
because it is a Wolfhound, it would be paired up with commandos, and that is the commando's job.
True, the
This is
commando.
true.
The commando is a mech that I would generally not say is a trooper. But
I mean, if it weren't for
the
the fact that
Steiners-
it comes in the Agoac box, the Commando would have definitely been in the Striker Lance box with the Wolfhound and the Panther.
Mhm.
well, no, that box, the Striker one, is your Steiner versus Kurita box. You've got two Fedcom mech versus 2
Mhm.
Kurita mech. It's a perfect
that's true.
box for people who want to start playing, basically.
It's also one of the rare boxes that they made that isn't super top heavy. The heaviest mech in there is a Blackjack.
Yep. And it's a fun box. I played it a couple times, actually. Just take the box to a game, put it down, and play it.
I mean, not to derail any more than I already do, but I do a thing with my list building. I call it boxman stock posting. I pick a box, I build it around the box, and then adjust with vehicles, infantry, or by battle value, whatever I got to do, pilot gunnery. But I'll end up bringing like a box to the table
That's reasonable.
because I don't have time to think about these things, man.
A good buddy with the fire starter, yes, but the fire starter I won't say is a trooper because the fire starter is very dedicated to its professional role, let's say.
Burn the nation.
It is a burninator, yes. Commando, I wouldn't normally consider a trooper. It's really a striker mech. It doesn't have... It's missing an important thing that troopers should have, which is known as armor. Because like there's no good version of the Commando with armor.
I was going to say longevity because once its ammo bins for those 2 different sized SRM launchers run dry, what has it got for backup?
Medium laser. It's still okay. It's got a medium laser in 2 hands. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
but I mean, it
doesn't have the speed either to 6.9, which is fine for
6.9. It's not the fastest. It's not the heaviest armored. But did the Lyrans use it as a trooper?
Yes. They did. In very large quantities.
It's because they produced them in very large quantities.
Warrior FedCom unit, because we also mentioned the Firestar. You put 2 Wolfhounds, those are your frontline guys. Your commandos running around plugging SRMs into things, and then your Firestar deals with the infantry as your primary. Boom, there's your Striker Lance.
There you go. Another thing with the Commando, look at who builds it. Everyone. I think I listed it as restricted in my thing. I'll switch it over because the Commando, I mean, it is tied in with the Lyrans, but nowadays, even during the Great War of the Successions, everybody was building it. I mean, the periphery, the thing is, in the inner sphere itself, it's built by Coventry. It's who's building it in the inner sphere. The thing is, everybody and their brother in the periphery builds it.
It's a very old design. So
it is the oldest light mech. Yeah, unless you listen to the CGL promo about light mech, that they stopped making those promos because people were roasting them. So
I can't imagine why.
Wait,
Comments turned off.
Have they tried just not being wrong?
That is exactly it. But I mean, the early Commandos had large lasers instead of missiles.
Yep. See, I think that's actually a valid idea worth coming back to.
I mean, there is a version with a SRM-6 and a large laser, but it has like 3 tons of armor. So, I mean, it'd be a decent trooper, but it just doesn't have the armor.
Great, it can go with the
more modern.
And the Ill Clan, let's build a modern version for the Ill Clan era that has a re-engineered large laser.
That's what I was thinking.
The problem is re-engineered large lasers.
Great minds.
Heavy. It's like 7 tons.
Oh, Lord, are they?
On a 25-ton mech, that'd be hard to invest in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We could figure it out.
I think you'd be more likely to see that on a Wolfhound or a Davion refit Panther, maybe.
I mean, in a larger force, what would a light trooper do? In a larger force, if you're using your light mechs as troopers, that's because it's all you've got. That's one of the things that Amer has brought up on the server. Like, in a war, you will start with what you've got, right? You're going to start with the good units and the good things. And progressively, things will get worse. And you'll start by running Turkinas and all that stuff. And at the end of it, you'll be, for your troopers, you'll be running spirits because you've lost all the Turkinas.
This is sounding like the Succession Wars.
That's basically the Succession Wars. Yes.
Wouldn't the clan Succession Wars just be the Wars of Reaving?
That's basically any war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't forget things.
Yeah, they forgot less things.
Wars of Reaving, when the Adders remembers, they have an awful lot of Guillotine 2Cs.
Which is a decent enough trooper as well, like the Guillotine, which is a decent enough trooper as well. The thing is, like, if you're running light mechs as troopers, it's because you're going to be running like very light lances or you're going to be very limited in what you can deploy, or you're, making a formation that is going to be fast and is going to be able to fight like tanks and other small things like that. If you're going to be doing the actual big fighting, the regular troopers will probably be closer to your heavies and your mediums.
Or
in
you
that
just have a
particular
lot
range.
of them. And if they're all doing...
Or you just have them. I mean, I did put Stinger and Wasp as weird troopers because during the Succession War, that's all people ended up having, so you just run them.
Well,
I mean,
I would
there's a
count
lot of-
that as a weird trooper because the SLDF would run literal companies of Stingers and Wasps together and use them that way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, keep in mind a lot of those early source books and whatnot, like how many company command lance, company recon lance, company this lance, that lance, how many of them have like 2 Stingers or 2 Wasps or some combination thereof?
When you don't, it's because
the
they didn't
company
have as
command
many
lance.
mechs, as we do now to work with. If Fed Sons used a Valkyrie as a trooper during most of the Succession War. Is the Valkyrie a good trooper? Absolutely not. Is it even a good mech? Probably not.
I'd argue it's a decent mech for its role.
No. The thing is, it doesn't have a definite role. It doesn't have a... It's
fire
not
support.
super fast. It's not super well armored. It doesn't fire support all that well with just an LRM-10 with 1 ton of ammo.
Well, it's not a Whitworth.
I mean,
he's doing his best.
He's doing his best. 585, it's not the most mobile.
Succession War era, just always take the one with the flamer, and you'll be fine.
There you go. Flamers can be useful. Just step up from our 35 tonners there that we were talking about. The Clint and the Hermes 2. Clint is not a very good trooper because keeping it maintained and keeping it in production is a nightmare. So that's a bad mech to use as a trooper, but it fits the role. I mean, a Clint, what is a Clint other than a scaled down Centurion? 2 medium lasers and an AC-5 at 6.9. At 6.96, it even jumps. So,
you use it until it breaks, and then you don't bother repairing it.
Yeah, you use it, you'd wreck it, you keep going.
Argyle says I pair a Valkyrie with a Wolverine. Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, Valkyrie pair well with a lot of things. That's one of the thing with the Valkyrie. You can just slot it just about everywhere. So as a trooper, it's not bad for that particular role, but there's usually better choices.
I'm hearing chatter on the local server that Centurion is peak trooper mech.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
That we had the discussion at first between the Enforcer and the Centurion, which one is the most troopery of the troopers.
My answer is yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's hard to say which one is
why not both
of the two.
Can I tell you why I choose the Enforcer?
Jump jets.
I really like the Dirty Harry movies.
Okay, that is a very good reason.
I've shot a Smith & Wesson model of 2944 Magnum revolver. Oof. I much prefer it with 44 Special, but I've shot it, and I really felt like the Enforcer with that thing. So, yeah.
Once you get the upgraded Clint with an ERPPC and double heat sinks, now it's not just a trooper mech, it's a good trooper mech. That's the thing. Yeah. Is an ERPPC rather than an AC-5 is a huge improvement. Yes,
well, even a regular PPC is an improvement. Even a regular PPC is an improvement over an AC-5.
Yeah. The Clint is a thing, okay? But it's cheap. At 770, it's a cheap DV mech.
It's a cash grab.
And it's going to work. And it works as a trooper, but because of its quirks, it would not be a good trooper in a way. Because difficult to maintain, non-standard parts, ouch. It makes it a not very good trooper. On the other hand, House Merrick, rather than having a 35-tonner, as the Hermes.
Please stop reminding me about that thing.
Which one?
The Hoimies.
The
Hermes.
Hermes.
Hermes 2.
It looks kind of cool, at least.
It does look cool.
The original drawing was a thing.
Not as cool, but they
Not
get
as
a lot of
bad
old
as
art.
other drawings from that time, though.
Yeah,
It's the Hermes 2 is your 35-ton trooper that the Mechs use, so it's bigger. There you go. That's about it. AC5 medium laser flamer. So you've got something against infantry, something against art target, and something that will keep you going with that medium laser.
Hermes 2 is the Free Worlds Leagues. We have a fire starter at home.
It has less fire than the fire starter, but it can be used as an incendiary mech. Yes. So that's
We have Clint at home. We have Enforcer at home. We have Centurion at home.
We are Ausmeric. We have everything at home. And don't say anything otherwise, and then you start killing each other because you're married.
Well, they do have a Mauler at home, which is actually, I would argue, better than the early Mauler at home.
The Mauler's
Or the early
terrible, so
Mauler?
it's okay. We don't even need to worry really about it.
It's that awesome with 215s, two large lasers.
It is.
Mauler at
It is
home.
very good. It is very good.
Very fun. Very
Hermes
fun little guy.
3, which is the upgrade kit that they sold to the Curidans with two large lasers, is also a very strong trooper. There's a whole bunch of them that just got released as well. If you've got the latest shrapnel, Fubel shared them on my Discord, including a version with 2 snub-nosed PPCs, a targeting computer, Angel ECM, and Bloodhound probe. I think that's what it comes with.
That's an interesting little
that's
brawler.
A monster.
That's not a trooper. That's a brawler.
At that point, I wouldn't call it a trooper. Snub-nosed do have a very good range. Just you lose on firepower over range. Over time, at longer range, you lose firepower, but you do get that targeting computer. You get the EWAR on it. There's a version like the regular Hermes 3, the Hermes 4K, is your twin large laser, and they basically evolved those to that version with the twin snub nodes. There's a version with 2 ER large lasers with double heat sinks. It's going to run OTT, but you're going to have very good range. But at that point, it's more of a sniper than a trooper.
What role is this thing with the snubbies? Is it a skirmisher? Is it a scout killer? Is it like
it's an ass blaster
brawler?
It's an EWAR
machine. It's an ass blaster. Clearly,
it's technically an EWAR machine because it has the Beagle. No, it has the Bloodhound and the Angel ECM and Bloodhound active probe. It's technically an EWAR machine.
It meets 2 out of the 3 requirements to be an EWAR machine, truly.
So, I mean, it is a very reliable thing.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is a scary thing.
Chat, should I chop my Hermes up and turn it into this variant for my Merrick forces?
They had a drawing. They made a drawing based on this one. Actually, it's the exact same thing, and they just mirrored the AC5 to the other side.
So it's got snub-nosed titties.
Yes, exactly. And I laughed when I saw that quite a bit.
I like it.
And then you've got all sorts of other mechs in the Clint 2C is more of an orthodox trooper with an LB-10X and 2 medium laser. It's even more of a Centurion if you want to think about it. It's an LB-2X 2 ER medium laser, goes 6.9 and it jumps, and it has single heat sinks because someone in the clan's fucked up.
Of course, they're clanners.
But there's also a version with 5 medium pulse lasers because they like to kill you. But, you know.
Proper Salama unit should be full of pulse lasers.
Because the pilots are terrible? Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Oh, yeah, let's look at another trooper that is quite restricted, and actually so restricted that even the people who built it stopped building it. With the wolf trap.
What a strange little thing.
It's
trash.
I think
It's
I
garbage.
think it actually features in the Black Widow Company and Starter Book Wolf and Blake. Chris Ward can fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure it features in that book because they needed to give them something.
That's embarrassing.
The Wolf Trap is a Centurion. It has an LB-10X, 2 medium lasers, and an LRM-10.
But then it did it wrong.
What makes this the great value Centurion we have at home?
It's 45 tons instead of 50.
No armor.
And it has it costs about double a regular Centurion, even a bit more. And it has case for its XL engine.
It doesn't just not have armor, it just doesn't quite have enough armor. It doesn't hit the proper breakpoints. If you'll notice, like on its torso.
It does have what I want my trooper mediums to have, and that's the LBX-10.
And goes 6'9".
It's
very nice.
Good enough, but not good enough. You know, it just doesn't reach what it needs to reach to be good.
You'll
and
notice
of course,
that
if you look at the lore-wise, I mean, they stopped building them. Like literally, the DCMS said in 3061, "Yeah, let's just stop building that thing
because they were
Colossus.
Don't want it."
Now, if I recall correctly, the DCMS when Rossog broke off, they just gave it to them as donation mechs because they didn't even want to keep them.
No, they couldn't because that thing started production in 3051.
Oh,
so it's later than the Rasselhaig split. So they might have given Rasselhaig a bunch of them during the clan invasion. That
when Comstar was giving them a ton of stuff like the Viking and whatnot. Yeah.
At the same time, they were also still building the Centurion 9D, so they also still had a mech that went 6'9", had an LBX-10 and an LRM-10.
I mean, it has an XL engine and endo steel, so it's not even cheap. You know, it doesn't even fit the. You know, we can make it decently cheap. It doesn't even hit that, and it doesn't really overeat all that much because it's just basic stuff. But I mean,
if I may, it's trash. It's garbage.
I mean, stick Pharaoh on it. It'll at least have 15 points of armor on each side torso, which means you can take a hit from a Gauss rifle or an ERPPC and not cry. You know.
Well, it's designed to literally hunt Wolfhound, and Wolfhound shits on it.
Exactly. Like the Wolfhound's a better trooper than the Wolf Trap.
Yeah.
So
like they're trying to fight, it's just that the Wolfhound's pulling some Bugs Bunny shit on this motherfucker every time.
The Bear Trap. I mean, that's the 2B, medium X pulse laser, and a silver bullet Gauss rifle.
Further down, 2X.
2X. Okay, no, it's a custom variant. Okay, well, at that point, it gets fancy. Okay.
Silver bullet
Valentine to the Wolfhound's Alucard.
I mean, I stuck double heat sinks and ferrofibrous on it. It raises the BV a little bit. It won't overeat, and it'll have a little bit more armor, and it fits, so you don't have to worry about that. You could probably swap out the 2 mediums for 2 ER mediums, just to make it simple. You know, not the. I'm gonna put 3066 here, so I can put the ER medium lasers on. I mean, it's still bad. There's no words around it. It's still a bad mech, but it wouldn't be as bad. But yeah, the Wolf Trap it's a trooper. It is trash. It's trash, but it's meant to be a trooper. It does the trooper things, just not very well.
It's just at 45 tons. Hey, what else is at 45 tons? Oh, hey, Vindicator.
There's Let's go and talk about those. They should sell it to Mechs. They did, and even the Mechs didn't want them. Major. That's how bad the wolf trap is. But the not dedicated, the standard 45-ton trooper, more or less the Vindicator.
Yeah.
It does everything you want a trooper to do at a price point you're ready to pay for. It has a PPC, it has medium laser, it has a small laser, it has an LRM-5 to drop smokes. It's rather simple but fantastic, right?
And they had originally.
It's just
Yeah.
that you aren't getting one because it's only made by the Capellans.
Well, you're not
Even
gonna
worse than
buy
that. No,
one.
even worse than that. You're not getting one because it's only made by the Capellans, and if you want spare parts, you have to go through Capellan companies. So yeah,
Yeah. unless you're getting really lucky on the aftermarket.
even there, all the parts are series branded except for the small laser. So it is an awful mech to maintain outside of Aus Liao. In Aus Liao space, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and
Oh,
also,
Yeah,
The
we kind of-
Vindy
yeah,
is
we-
not exported, Major. The
Yeah.
Vindy is not exported.
Yeah, down here we kind of have to machine our own parts for it. It's kind of a pain.
What happened is
Well-
when they wanted to export something like the Vindicator, they were exporting the Firestarter Omni. This is what actually replaced the Vindicator in the Liao forces most of the time, anyways.
Back
Well,
it just doesn't have the same style.
The
Well, keep in
Snake
mind
is a
they
version.
had to.
Mhm.
They had to gimp the Vindicator, giving it no torso twist, but said, "Oh, by the way, it can actually torso twist now." So now it's all further gimped by only being available in the beginner box.
That's a big problem. That it's not easiest to get the model, but I mean, difficult ejection can be a problem if you're playing campaigns. Rugged is pretty good as a quirk. I mean, it's got everything you want a trooper to have, basically.
Hey,
And
look,
even
we
the
may not
more
be-
fancy variants.
We may not be able to save and repair the pilot, and we may not be able to save and recover the pilot, but by God, can we repair this mech?
There you go.
Yep. Hey, down here we run into a lot of things like that. So, yeah.
The 1X Vindicator with a machine gun instead of the small laser is not bad, especially if you want something to
Absolutely.
kill infantry. That's
Absolutely.
even
Let's
an
go.
even troopier trooper. The one that
Now-
is exported is the Vindicator Avenging Angel. They gave a whole lot of them to the Free Wrestle League Republic because that thing goes 585, and all it does is remove armor.
Mhm.
You see, those are the ones that we like to get our hands on to work on.
No, they are. It is not.
I mean, because it has the 585 going on for it.
It is a rather. I mean,
Oh no! We don't keep it that way. Oh hell no!
because 72 points of armor on a 45-ton mech is not a whole lot.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You rev up the Pharaoh printers for that one.
10. I mean, you get hit by a PPC on a side torso and you're into crits. So in the Succession War, that is a death sentence because 585 it's mobile, but it's not that fast. It's not fast enough to warrant having no armor, basically. Like, click the wrong
It's
thing.
also-
Yeah. If we're talking Succession Wars, absolutely, yeah, I agree with you.
I see, because it has 6 tons dedicated to heat sinks.
Yes, because it needs to be able to shoot that PPC and that medium laser and that small laser and that LRM every turn.
That's
And it still overeats, but that's a minor point. There's a version that swaps that puts a large laser instead of the PPC to save on heat a little bit.
You get more armor too.
And put an LRM-10 in instead of the LRM-5. It's more aggressive. This one's also a one that I would say is a very good trooper, But after that, they stop really production on it, and it becomes really a specialist unit for most things. The Snake remains in production. Basically it's a Vindicator with a skin kit and an LB-10X and 3 Streak SRM2. So it's also a pretty decent trooper. but it does have an XL engine, making it far more expensive and less, reliable.
What if they made a variant called the Solid Snake and it had hardened armor and like an ECM stealth system?
I mean, there is the 2B with stealth armor.
There you go.
There it is. We'll call it the Solid Snake variant.
It removes the Streak SRM2 for it, so it's really not even a big investment. You still have 2 Streak SRM2 and an LB10X, which is quite reasonable on a 45-ton mech. And it's 585 with stealth armor. It's going to be hard to kill. Quite good. Yeah, Uplight and Shogun in a box set everyone will buy. Yeah, well, the Shogun's a great mech, though, so don't discount the Shogun. The Uplight, well, we're talking about things here. We'll go to the Uplight.
I did
Look,
some
the only
research
reason-
a while back. I need to find those files again.
Isn't this another one
The
of those
Uplight is
mechs
stupid.
that, the Wolf Dragoon showed up with, and everyone's like, "Where did you get that?" And they're like, "What do you mean you don't have this?"
That's the one that was the most that particular string, because these things used to be dirt common during the reunification war and everything, and they just stopped building them, so that's a problem.
It's like, yeah, we like the Wolverine better. Like, what? We liked it better. It looks cooler.
I mean, the Uplight doesn't look cool. The Uplight is very basic.
There's
it has decent armor.
One body kit that
It
does
is-
look cool. Do they have the pictures? Scroll down. Do they have the right artwork? Up here? Yeah, the second from the right. That one does look cool.
That one is
Oh,
cool.
that's the Operation Klondike one.
The Klondike one is cool, yeah.
The thing
But
is,
my-
the Klondike one with an ERP, with a Gauss rifle, an SRM6, and ferrofibrous, yeah, that's violent.
Yeah.
But my favorite is really the double B, an ERPPC and LRM15 with Artemis case and a Garden ECM.
Okay.
Like,
Let's see.
this is
What's the weapons?
the problem with the Uplight is that everybody runs the basic 4D or the basic 4A, the ones that
Yeah.
what was it, the 4C, the one that has a regular AC10 or the LB10X.
Right.
Those are not very good because you're not going to be able to stay in the fight very long. They're really meant to support infantry.
Yeah. That's my biggest gripe with the
4B
Hoplite is it has no energy weapons at all.
That's why the 4B and the 4BB are much better because it's a PPC.
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of the AC10.
Does it have a bigger
So you have
LM2?
really something solid to support your infantry with, and an LRM15 rather than an LRM5, so you can, actually do damage.
Oh, I like that.
So
It's a little slow, but that's all the
the
punch.
speed of trooper. 4.6 is a trooper speed, but
Yeah.
the fact that it doesn't really have, unless it is this 4B version, it doesn't have any energy weapon. I don't think it would make a very good trooper in the long run because of that. So there's weird things going on with the Uplight.
Here we go. I got my
The
Centurion
Phoenix
going.
Hawk.
Oh, the Penis Hawk. There we go.
Phoenix Hawk at 45 ton is more or less a trooper.
When did we start calling it a
Yes.
pixie?
It's a CGL thing. I don't know who started that, but it's a CGL thing.
Well, it can go by.
Really. There. I mean, is the Phoenix Hawk normally going to be used as a trooper? No, it's a scout commander. But if you need a medium mech to get into fights, it will work. And it's got a good balance of things. It's decently armored. It's fast. It jumps. It has a variety of weapons,
Excuse me.
including anti-infantry. So it does the trick. Yes, there's all sorts of different kits afterwards, though. So that's something you can think of. If you want to make it a little bit more troopery, you can have the Phoenix Hawk 1D from Aus Davion. Take out the machine guns, put more heat sinks, which is very good on a Phoenix Hawk.
I wonder if there's a kit out there that could turn it into like a viable trooper wherein you put a Gauss rifle in its arm. I wonder if you could do that. A Gauss
No,
rifle
we
and two
tried.
medium lasers.
We tried. There's not enough room.
I think I pulled it off.
You can't
A
do
light
it no matter
Gauss.
what CGL tells you.
What if it was a light
mean-
Gauss rifle?
Then you would have
Maybe
it.
with a light Gauss you could do it.
The
but
problem with that is then you would have a light Gauss rifle.
that is a major problem.
The downside to the light Gauss rifle is always that it's a light Gauss rifle.
There you go, because you could put an Ag 20 in, but then you'd have Clan Tech on it.
Yeah. Why would anyone even come up with such an idea? I don't know. If you want a want a lightish mech with a Gauss rifle and 2 medium lasers, just take a kit fox maybe.
Yeah, that'd be it. That'd be a good mech to put. Or what's the other one? Hollander.
I was they make a Hollander variant.
But no,
Really
the Hollander is not a trooper. Okay,
No.
the Hollander is.
It's
not
technically
a
technically a sniper or a skirmisher due to its speed and ability to reposition with its speed.
It's not even that fast. It's 5'8".
Skirmisher calf territory.
The Hollander is a suicide mech. That's what I'd call it. You put the pilot that wants to die in it, and everybody will be happy.
Okay, here's my trooper company. What is it? All Hollanders.
Oops.
One of these is going to be a headshot, so you're going to lose your good pilot.
Oh, you know what? That's where I was mistaken. I was thinking about the Blitzkrieg, the little mech with the LB-20 or the heavy Gauss rifle.
No, it's an Ultra 20 in the Blitzkrieg.
Ultra 20, yeah. But there is a variant with a heavy Gauss rifle.
It's a mech version of the Saladin.
But I don't want to hover. I want to walk.
Hovering's for lame asses. I want my stump. I want my stumpy bots.
I mean, if I wanted to play play with hover tanks, I'd play Warhammer with the Tau and the Eldar and their little frilly hover tanks.
Talons are cool. It's the Eldar ones that are frilly. Freaking space French.
The
crabs.
Eldar ones are awesome.
Hey, who brought crabs to the
Are
party?
lame.
See, no, the Talons are the cool
crab
ones.
is the crab itself, the Crab 27, even the Crab 20 or the Crab 27B, all the basic crabs are troopers. Then you get to the modern shit or the fancy shit, and you're like, these things are suicide machine. Crab 54, composite internal structure, and a 350 rated XXL fusion engine with a supercharger.
I want to throw things at it.
Because Laren excess.
No, nobody knows who builds them. Literally, like in the lore, nobody knows who builds those damn things. They just show up and die because they're made of composite internal structure and XXL engines.
I know who it is. Someone I want to shoot.
No, I mean, it has a pair of plasma rifles, an ER medium and an ER small. I mean, it does have a hell of a lot of firepower.
Right.
Speaking as someone who has run it before, it is a very fun machine.
It is fun, but would you call it a trooper?
No, not that one.
No.
I'm wondering,
any of the ones with XL engines, any of the crabs with XL engines,
Now,
I wouldn't call troopers.
I would say the Crab 30 would still count as a trooper, but it just swaps out the large lasers for PPCs.
Hey, Prof, if I send you a picture real quick, can you throw it up on screen?
Yeah, probably.
This is breaking news.
Where'd you gonna send it?
I'm scared.
It's on Discord. It's breaking news. The Christmas village is under attack.
The Christmas village is under attack. Oh
no!
Look at that bit.
I was expecting mechs there, but it's even worse. It's a bio monster.
I try and get my wife into Warhammer by giving her Warhammer for Girls terrain, which is the Christmas village, of course. And now it's being attacked by a fuzzy Tyrannid Bio Titan.
He's cute.
That is
That's
Abby.
a great looking cat.
She's my sweet old lady. But anyway, but back to crabs. Back to crabs. Oh, and actually to overlap, we had a hermit crab for a little while. I put it on the floor. She walked up, she sniffed it, kind of pawed at it. It pinched her. She ran off. The crab, the crab defeated the panther.
The cat.
So
There
in
you go.
a fight, the crab will defeat the panther.
Generally, the crab itself is very solid, but really the most solid crab is the crab 27B with the double heat sinks and the ER large lasers.
Oh yeah,
That thing is a monster. There's no question here. It does everything you want it to do. The Star League wanted to replace the crab with the Star Slayer.
and real quick, I will say this about the crab. The crab is the reason why I support the new the fix to the moving through water rules. Because the first time I played Stefan Amaris and the crew, I brought a crab, and I thought I would be really silly and walk through the water, and spent the next 3 turns of the game laying down in the water. Crabs can't stand up in water for some reason.
Sadly.
Merit is correct, yes.
Gladius.
Oh, God.
You need an Aqua Gladius. Yes. I mean, the biggest advantage of the Star Slayer compared to the crab is the 11 double heat sinks on it rather than the 16 standards.
I was going to say the jump jets, but okay. More heat sinks, definitely.
For a trooper, it's going to be able to keep shooting its 2 large lasers. And
we do want to keep shooting. That is true.
The fact that it has jump jet is really gravy on top because it's a very good gravy on top of it as well. So those 2 are very solid trooper mechs for the SLDF. That the Star Slayer is being built by Steiner now, so at least some people have them.
Model wise,
the crabs
both, I was going to say model wise, they're both kind of tricky to get. The crab only comes in that Comstar box, which I'm not seeing a whole lot of those on shelves or in stock anymore.
Those sell almost instantly. They come into the store and someone grabs them.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Comstar boxes are solid. They're solid, dude. They're solid ass boxes. And then the Star Slayer.
They're not super expensive.
Oh, no. And then the Star Slayer is in the new Mercenaries box, which I hate to say it. There's a lot of good mechs and stuff in that box. I mean, the Maxims are good tanks. The Galleons are. It's got a Devastator. It's got
that
Firefly.
New that Mercenaries box is quite good if you're starting out.
Yeah,
you're not going to be playing Succession War with it, but if you're starting out, it's a good box.
If you're listening to the stream and you're starting out, get the beginner box so you can get a Vindicator, get Agoak because obviously, and then get the Mercenaries box. That's really all you need to start out with, and maybe get the Inner Sphere Striker Lance and the Inner Sphere Pursuit Lance, because you need some medium and light mechs.
We won't spend a whole lot of time on the 275 Mafia because everybody knows the Mafia.
They're great.
All of them can be used as trooper or as cavalry mech or as just about everything, and there's so many variants of the Shadowhawk, Griffin, and Wolverine that you can just do whatever you want with them. On the clan side of the border, Conjurer, which is also an extensively solid medium
trooper. Wolverine completely unrelated.
I was going to say, why does it look so much like a Wolverine?
It's a clan Wolverine.
Because it is a Wolverine.
Clan Wolverine. Well, they clan Wolverines in their Wolverine clan.
A what?
Yeah,
what's a Wolverine? I do not know that word.
Premium subscribers stick around for the after show where I will reveal the true fate of Clan Wolverine and why they had to get annihilated. I know the real reason, but that's for subscribers only.
Ooh. We all know they ran away, and they're now working with the Rimworld's Republic. That's very bad things.
They went to a farm upstate.
It is a little bit fast. I will admit the Conjurer at 696 is very mobile. And
696 50-tonners ideal.
It has 10 double heat sinks, so it might run a little bit odd with its large pulse laser and its 2 ER mediums. It's got tank hunting capabilities with 2 streak SRM2s, and clan streaks have
Again,
good range.
And it's got those 2 streaks because I do believe this was designed at the tail end when streak SRM2s could fire Inferno bullets. I feel like that's the only reason it has 2
Probably.
streak 2s instead of a streak
One
4.
streak 4. I mean, I would. It helps control your eat a little bit better because you can shoot just one of them rather than both of them, so you can generate one eat instead of 2.
That and like, do you want to do 4 damage and push your heat above your hit? Because they are streaks. If they don't hit, then they don't fire. So
there is that too.
Fire them and overheat.
And that's another, going back to the previous discussion, that's the only real problem with the Turkina Zeta is that they are streaks. And if you're playing a society pilot who's like a 5/6, well, even if you're in a network, how often are those IATM-12s actually going to be locking on and
but in tournament, people are bringing pilots that are 0-1.
Oh, do you know how much listen, before the XTRO Risk came out, if I went to Mech Factory and set it by battle value expensive first, I do believe the Turkina Z was in like the top 5.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. It is insane.
It's like 3,000 base battle value.
I think there is an is it an Ostrak or an Ost Soul that's in the Mercenary block? I can't remember.
It's one of the heavy Osts.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Sorry, I've been locked in here.
Hey, what does the Conjurer 2 do, by the way? I noticed that this says that Novacat's built that one. What does that one do?
It's faster, 350 XL, so it's 711.
Oh.
711-7. ATM 9.
Oh.
2 med pulse with targeting computer.
Oh my god, I need to run this thing next time. And it's Jihad, isn't it?
It's Ghost Bear Combine War. That would be that's the Civil War. Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why have I never noticed that before?
Because that's one people don't talk about.
5 instead of 2 streak SRM2s. That's
I like that.
Usable, and especially since you can drop smokes with that. It would be very good as well. So.
It puts it in actual Wolverine loadout territory, but if this thing gets the benefit of being yet another C second line medium mech that has the single best weapon in the game on it. There's a lot of clan second liners out there that have large pulse lasers on them, and it's like, why is this a second line mech?
Because they need the help.
They need the help, yeah.
Well, their 4 or 5 pilots need to shoot as good as the 2 3s.
Well, you see, and I can't get over that because the Salamas are the guys who didn't have the decency to like get a command and get a blood name and all that good stuff. So now they're there to die. So like, they should be like 2-3 pilots at that point.
No, they're not.
Career.
Generally, if they end up in the Salamas, it's because they're not good enough to get that blood name and that command and that honorable death.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. They're not good enough. So yeah, they are shitheads.
They are your 4 or 5 inner sphere pilots, you know.
Yeah. Another way I like to see it, they need all those large pulses and stuff because as a garrison unit, they're the ones that have to fight off all the Omni mechs that your neighboring clan decide to raid your planet to try to take your water facility or whatever.
This
and
is
those
also
stupid
true.
inner sphere pirates trying to steal your large pulse lasers.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're being hit by inner sphere pirates with a Savannah Master Swarm, you should definitely bring like 2 Rifleman 2Cs. You will not regret fighting a Savannah Master Swarm with 2 Rifleman 2Cs.
You're gonna
on
pop
a hill
4 of them
in the woods.
You're gonna pop 4 of them per turns.
Exactly.
Let's look at an Omni Trooper, the Stooping Hawk.
More like Stupid Hawk, am I right?
It's an extensively solid.
Heyo.
Clan Blood Spirit. So no, it's not going to be common though. let's Let's get with
Star
that.
Adders. Star Adders would have salvaged them.
Clan Stone Lion runs them currently. But since nobody talks about the Homeworld clans,
Nobody runs it.
Pain, suffering.
okay.
I do believe that this gets reintroduced in Operation Klondike Golden Century in its prototype form. Related designs?
It's
the sun bear.
Sun bear. If you've ever seen a sun bear in real life,
What?
try to get
Are they
a
real?
picture of it. Yeah, a sun bear. Yes, they are the stupidest looking bears on the planet.
Look at that tongue.
The panda's
yo.
dumber. The panda's dumber, but they are stupid looking. That doesn't mean that they're stupid. They're just stupid looking.
Go to the standing up one, to the one next to the standing up one on the second row.
You're telling me
Look
this
at
is a
them.
guy in a suit? You're telling me this
totally-
would kill me?
Dude, it
It's
looks
not
like
a
a
dude.
guy in a
Dude.
suit.
It's definitely
They will
not
freak
a
out
guy
and fuck
in
you up.
suit. They're not
Yeah.
that big. Sun bears are not very big.
How big do they get? Can I put it in my truck? Can it be my truck dog?
It's about the size of a brown bear, I believe.
Yeah, about this. It's thinner though. It's a weird. It has a weird ass shape. Okay, it's one of the weird looking bears. It is smarter
Why is he
than
so
a panda
skinny from the front, but from the side he's got that big hoss belly dad bod fit
I
going
don't
on?
know, man.
If I
And it's
recall,
got the
correctly,
Why does he have
longest
the
tongue of all.
Why does he have the Wu
they
Tang
live in
Clan insignia
India,
on his
if I
neck?
recall.
It does
Some
have the.
bears So they have to like fight off a bunch of other nonsense. Tigers eat it regularly or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they get hunted by tigers and shit, so they'll freak out and kill you fast.
Yeah, they
He's
just
precious.
They live
They're
in trees.
in
mostly.
Indonesia. Indonesia
live in
and in the
Indonesia?
Philippine Islands. Or
Oh
Indonesia.
God, the
yeah.
Chinese are snatching them up and grinding their bones into Chinese businessman boner powder. Rip the
It's
sun
the
bear.
They do
liver.
everything.
For bears, it's the liver that they're using. I am not kidding. It's a problem in Quebec. They're actually arresting a shitload of poachers killing black bears for their liver.
Weird.
Ugh.
I mean, it is a weird ass bear. Okay, it is really weird, and the look of the mech fits the animal it's inspired from.
I just
Even
it's
if it
gangly.
has that,
Yeah.
Stupid hawks are
gangly.
primarily only used by blood spirits, Clan Ghost Bear, and Clan Barak.
That's not a good
No one else
sign.
uses them.
Well,
look, it's got the
But-
lanky.
what I don't
it's
like
got
is
the
how
lanky-
offset the hands are.
And
I
no
think
one
that's
uses
just the
it
art.
Yeah,
past-
look, you see how they're offset from the elbows? No, look. They're offset from the main line of the arm. Now, look at the other arm.
The
You
thing
see
is,
how
it's
it's
a
more on the
pod.
inside
It's
of the
a-
wrist?
It's a pod since it's a
Well, no, what I mean is the head.
those things.
No, I get
the
that. I
whole-
get that.
The whole lower arm you can probably remove and change it for something else. So
Right. It's just, but it's like, why don't you have it? The way the hands mounted on is that bothers me.
I see what you
Also,
mean.
speaking of mechs, I got the Centurion I was modeling. I made a Mega Mech here. So
all right.
it's also like an updated version of the classic.
So I mean, you got 9 tons of ferrofibrous, which is more than enough. You can take an AC-20 shot to the side torsos and survive.
Yeah.
That's quite good for a trooper.
The arms can survive gust rifle hits.
So it's got decent armor. Okay, it's got 20 heat sinking with 10 double heat sinks, but it's still reasonable. The jump jets are in the pods, not in the base body, which is a very smart thing to do. And it uses a standard 275 engine.
Ooh.
It's one of those
Because our
rare
friends-
clan Omni-Mechs that has a standard fusion engine, and that makes it really nasty. Like the Kingfisher that everyone always overlooks, but it's got that standard
Mhm.
fusion engine, so it'll
Yeah.
stay in the fight. Put the
I-
Kingfisher down as a clan trooper.
It is already.
The Kingfisher is a trooper. There's no question
Sick
there.
ass.
But I mean, here you've got two med pulse, 2 ER medium, and an ultra 10 on arguably a Wolverine. I mean, it's got the same kind of armor, the same kind of speed as a Wolverine. You're gonna have decent range, decent firepower. You are going to run aught if you shoot everything, but just don't
You
shoot everything.
Don't want to
guys?
carry elementals with it because This was made. The Sun Bear was made before elementals became a thing. So it's in that period where we're still putting big long range weapons in our torso instead of our arms.
It's not you can still carry battle armors and drop them off and then start punching people with it. I mean, it'll work fine, I think.
I mean, you're not gonna.
I mean, it is a.
You're not going to get through all that ammo without it jamming. So.
Well, it's not going to jam anymore.
Not with the new
Oh yeah,
rules.
so you can just
Not with the new
fire for
rules.
16 rounds.
Oh yeah, the new rules are nice for
Rules,
that.
it won't jam anymore. There you go. If you really didn't want it to jam, you could stick an LBX instead and give you some anti-air or cluster capability.
You
What
said
do our
the
other
first
variants
one.
look like? Do we have any
Said
ERPPC, large pulse,
Mager.
HAG variants?
You won't have AGs on those things, that's for sure.
Oh,
Because
pair of
that's
VRPPCs. Holy crap! Okay, with 7 double heat sinks.
pair of
there we go.
ERPPCs on the config A.
And 7 double heat
Nice.
So
sinks.
585 with a pair of ERPPCs and 17 double heat sinks, so it's not going to run odd by shooting both its
I kind of dig
ERPPCs.
that.
No, this is nasty. This is unpleasant to play against. But I mean, if it says a pair of ERPPCs, you know it also means a pair of large pulse lasers.
Yep.
Because it's the same way.
Yep, and then you can drop a
So-
sink or two to add some more guns to it.
315.
You can carry protomech. You can carry protomechs with a stooping hawk. Yes, but then it gets weird. There's a jihad version with protomech AC4s. This is me flipping the table.
That sounds like
Like,
some.
why would you ever do that?
Because you're the society. That sounds like some serious society shenanigans. That's when they become the soy society.
3
Actually,
protomech.
That's
3 protomech AC4. It's like, why?
So excited! I like that.
Battlemech AC4s on it. You could also fill your socks with river water. That is a thing you can do.
There you go. I mean, it's an OmniMech, so it's just, pods. 21.5 tons of pods on a 55-ton mech without an XL engine is good.
that's almost half your weight.
do- without an XL engine. It's fantastic. This is a fantastic trooper mech that the clans have ignored.
Of course, they're
Come
because
on,
they're
clan
clan.
guys.
Of course, their clanners are stupid.
No, it's because it's Blood Spirit that made it. and
Because it was
nobody-
built by the losers.
And
Yeah.
not just the loser, the biggest
yeah,
losers.
just Blood Spirit and the Bears are the only ones that ever used them. Barack used the A through D, and
That's why you get-
the
we got-
dogs weren't existing
You got a good
anymore.
point. That the clanners that are so bad, they didn't even get an animal.
Exactly.
And you also have to keep in mind this. What is this thing competing with? In this, when the second and third gen Omnis come out, it's competing with the Stormcrow.
Okay, can we
is
zoom in a bit?
competing with literally the best mech in the game.
Who
There's
did,
no
the
question
Kingfisher?
there. Like,
Can-
no, the Stormcrow is a trooper because it can do a trooper job. The Stormcrow is a cavalry mech because it can do a cavalry mech job. The Stormcrow is a fire support mech because it can do fire support jobs.
Alright.
The Stormcrow is a problem.
Look,
The Kingfisher, same kind of family, standard engine in a clan mech. You are a little bit limited on your pod space. You only have 24 tons of pod space on a 90-ton mech. So
it's the
you do
engine.
invest quite a bit in your armor. It's got max armor for a 90-ton mech, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very long and tedious to kill a Kingfisher. It is not an easy thing to kill. And it has a pair of large pulse laser, a pair of medium pulse lasers, some missiles, and an ER small laser for emotional support.
And that's from 6.
And it still goes for 6. For a 90-ton mech, it is quite fantastic.
And we can't even say it sacrifices firepower to get that durability and armor and speed, because 2 large pulse lasers, 2 medium pulses, a 10, a streak 6, and a small is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
You're
It's
basically a
what you have on
Warhammer.
an assault mech.
You're a
I-
Warhammer.
Oh,
I have the.
speaking
I
of
have.
Warhammer 2C is also a very good soldier mech right next to the Kingfisher.
There you
It's
go.
just
Well,
the
the
Kingfisher
Marauder
wanted to
2C
carry
and the
on
Warhammer
the
2Cs are
LMAs.
extensively solved.
What's the one
Yeah,
with the big gun in the right arm and the 2 lasers in the left arm?
There's a
can't remember.
lot of
Guillotine.
mechs like that. The guillotine.
No.
Guillotine's
It
a
was
classic.
a Kingfisher variant.
Um,
Scroll down a bit.
Alpha is an
ERPPC LB10X.
These are either
Ultra 20
these are
ER large.
These are ER larges or heavy larges. I have it in my hand right
those are
now. No. The model I have in my hand right now.
Oh, the model you have in your hand is 2 large bolt. Is the prime either the prime or the tango?
The eye.
Because
No,
No,
okay.
it's the eye.
There is a Gauss rifle, and 2 improved heavy large lasers.
That's the one I made for your
with eye
video because
configuration.
that's why and I actually have it on my shelf in front of me right now. It's one of my frontline
okay.
mechs right here.
I mean, 2 improved heavy large lasers is a very nasty thing to bring.
Say
I mean,
goodbye
you're
to
gonna run
Gauss rifle,
tons of
reasonable.
armor then.
you're gonna run hot as hell with those improved heavy large.
No, because it has 19 double heat sinks.
Good God, you can duct tape. It's one of the rare heavy large laser mechs where you can duct tape the trigger down and not even worry about watching your heat curve.
I mean, if you walk, you can shoot all weapons and not overeat.
Yeah.
If you run, you're going
God.
to eat by 1.
And I traded.
Because
I
the other guns
traded
are
a
Gauss
king,
rifles,
I
so.
traded a Kingfisher away a couple of years ago, and now I only have 2 Kingfishers. I could have had 3 Kingfishers. What was I thinking?
The problem is that the Kingfisher competes with actually nothing at all, because the Direwolf I wouldn't say is a trooper. The Warhawk is a thing, and nobody builds it, so it's super damn rare.
Which is a shame.
Scorpions build it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but they're turds.
Moving on,
the
it's
Scorpions
also
are like at the other end of universe. That's the problem.
moving on. You've got the Blood Asp, the Executioner, and the Man of War. Those are your clan assault and the Turkina.
Yeah,
It's really
Turkina,
only
we
it's
said,
really
is a
only
trooper.
competing. It's really only competing with the Turkina.
Magram up there says call the Kingfisher a shock trooper.
Yeah, shock trooper. I mean, at assault range, I would say using the term shock trooper would be a good term for most of them.
If you're an assault,
same with
Considering the Blood
with,
Asp was based off the Kingfisher, it definitely also counts as a trooper.
the only issue it has is its XL engine, but I mean, it just means that you can bring more guns, and it has quite a few variants that I would say are quite troopery. I mean, Alpha with a targeting computer, 2 ERPPCs, 2 heavy large laser.
That's your duelist.
11, so that's like what, 25 double heat sinks or something like that.
You can double tap the ERPPCs or the heavy large lasers. That's your I am patrolling you duelist kind of a variant.
You just have a problem with being crit limited, and that's a lot of BV.
But it also has jump.
As someone who used to pilot one of those MechWarrior 5, and they were using the mods, yeah, those crit slots, they're a pain.
It has the same kind of problem the Wraith does, where you just run out of crit slots.
Yeah.
Well, that's a problem. At assault range, you're going to start having that very quickly, unless you're dumb and you make a thing like the Gauntlet, because the Gauntlet is stupid.
Yeah,
but
we're almost finished building these mechs. What else do we need on
as a bushwhacker lover, a bushwhacker stand, I want to smack whoever designed the Gauntlet.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Why did we decide we don't like the Gauntlet?
Because it's shit. No. So no. Yeah, it is. It wants to be a trooper, but it is. It's 55 ton with a light engine, light ferrofibrous, and endo steel. So you've got about like 9 crit slots to put all your weapons in.
It has too much weight saving stuff in it, and that there's no room, and the distribution of the crits is a pain in the ass. It's not even
room in your legs. You always have rooms in your leg in an inner sphere mech, so you can't stick an extra 2 double heat sinks there.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones you look at. It's like who chose to distribute this? If they had condensed all the endo and stuff into the legs and the torsos and just left the arms wide open like a clan style, that'd been fine.
First, remove the light ferrofibrous. Remove the light ferrofibrous, and you're already better.
Right.
Okay, you're saving 7 slots right there. Oh, it also has a mask that is not in the
Oh,
pods,
that
because you
too.
put mask in the pods. So you have 3 crit slots used by a mask as well, on top of everything else.
Mhm.
Like, did it really need a mask? I'm not sure.
If you're gonna have one baked in, do a supercharger instead because it's smaller.
No, the gauntlet is 5, 8, 10 because you've got that mask appointment.
Wouldn't it
The
be that way with
gauntlet
supercharger
is-
too?
The gauntlet is one of those things. Like, I wouldn't put the
Gauntlet's
bushwhacker as a trooper either.
5'8", I believe, for movement.
Yeah, gauntlet's 5, 8.
Bushwhacker's
It's a bushwhacker,
its own
it's just
thing.
not
It's a
as good.
skirmisher.
It's
I
an
believe.
omni bushwhacker,
Cavalry.
and they screwed it up.
You managed to screw up the Omni bushwhacker. Yes.
Whereas the bushwhacker's
Another
intended
one-
to be a long range mech, huh?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it varies, but
It was meant-
it's here is another very good trooper in the inner sphere, in the modern clan lineup.
Yes.
I've never seen this one.
Sojourner.
It got
Sojourner-
overshadowed. It got overshadowed in the Ill Clan book because it gets introduced there, but also the artwork for the Jade Falcon, like the Ion Sparrow and the Hyro Falcon and the Jade Phoenix, were so kick-ass. You skip past the Sojourner and the Thresher too to look at the cool.
Can you
purple
pull the
mechs.
art? Am I pull up that picture? Oh, let's get a better look at that real
I
quick.
mean, it is very.
Oh,
It is very
I vibe with
average
it.
looking.
Yeah.
I vibe with it.
Now,
It's a
Wait.
book.
for
It's
what
what
I said,
if you look at this, do I see there? It looks like a bulked out Thanatos almost. If you look at the
Dude,
side of the chest and the arm,
I was waiting for you to get done talking, so I didn't interrupt anyone.
Sorry.
Just to say, it looks like a Thanatos and a Summoner had a baby.
yeah.
fair.
You're
I mean,
absolutely
with
right,
easy to
dude.
with easy to maintain, easy to pilot, and rugged.
Ooh.
Is
It
this
is
is
very
this one of
solid
those?
as a
Is this
trooper.
one of those robots that the Warbear designed?
Nope. This is a Wolf in Exile mech.
I would
That's
also
why it
say
also
as
looks
a-
like the Verfolger. Remember that we talked about the Verfolger
Yep.
a while back? That's why it
Mhm.
looks like the Verfolger.
It also has one of the things I want Trooper Mechs in Ilcon and Dark Age era to have. The main gun arm has AES on it, so cheap.
Yes.
So that Gauss rifle on the Prime, you're getting at least a -1 on every shot.
It is.
Nice.
It does just like everything well enough that it does what it needs to do. It's not. It doesn't have a huge load capacity. I mean, Gauss rifles are heavy, but it's not a huge load capacity on a 60-ton mech because you've got a standard engine that doesn't make you go super fast, but you got that supercharger to give you the buff of speed.
I dig
Endo
it.
Pharaoh on a clan mech, that's more or less standard on something modern.
Mhm.
I was half expecting it to have Arden armor.
I vibe with
Reading
it.
about it originally.
I vibe with it.
I mean, it is a trooper. It is meant to be a trooper,
Yeah.
and it does things well enough. Okay, some of the variant configurations are not that good, but you know
Yeah.
that's
I believe the AES
That's
is
fine.
built into the right arm, so no matter the configuration, that right arm weapon is getting the -1. That's why the C with the heavy large laser doesn't have a targeting computer, because it didn't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, the ER large pulse lasers, that's kind of neat just because the AES will bring it back to -2 to hit again. That's actually kind of scary.
yeah, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, 3 extra eat for like 1 extra range per bracket. Just get a regular
I
large
have a
laser.
feeling
You're gonna hit
that
at -3.
The pulse laser's worse because everyone was complaining about how overpowered the clan large pulse laser is. Because these are just worse large pulse lasers.
They have more range, but they're just
Yeah, but it throws off.
so the
Okay.
ER pulse lasers
throws
are.
off.
Okay, so
Honestly,
given a
I
choice
would just-
between an
I would
given
just
a
take
choice
the Prime.
between an choice between an ER large pulse laser and a light Gauss rifle, what are you taking?
An ER large pulse laser. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Now I will say
Not that bad.
I will say I don't hate the light Gauss as much on smaller mechs. If it's on a
On
smaller
tanks,
mech,
it's very good.
Yeah.
On tanks, it's very good
I'm ending
because
it
you
here.
can bring batteries of them.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm ending it here. You bring it in battery on tanks, like the Ontos that has like 3
Multi-key.
of them.
The
The
yellow
Molt
jacket.
Key is
That yeah.
because I mean the Molt Key battle tank is a pair of light Gauss and an ER large laser
Okay.
on a truck. It's fantastic in all. It's fantastic as a tank because you can just stick it on a building or on a hill and you just bombard for the entire game. And
Yeah.
oh no, it loses its mobility. Okay, it's a turret with 2
Yeah.
Gauss rifles and an ER large. So,
Now, well,
but I mean, this is
Are there-
one of the new things. Same thing you were talking about the Thresher 2. The problem with the Thresher 2
Ooh.
is its ramshackle quirk, which means at the start of every game, just roll a dice and pray that you don't get something terrible.
let's have a look at it.
The reason why it's so unremarkable is because the original Thresher, was so blatantly balls out in your face, unremarkable.
My plot that artwork. Let's have a close look at that.
The artwork's okay. The artwork for it is okay. I mean, the design itself is okay.
I
It's one
kinda
of
like
those
it.
things that they literally built them by the dozen as quickly and as cheaply as possible to be dropped in the battle.
That's a Dark Age too, so that kind of explains it.
We need something right now. So
Yeah, we need mechs to invade Terra. Please.
these are the
build me
T-34s
something.
being built in Stalingrad.
It's the
Yeah.
T-34 of if you need a heavy clan mech and you need it to be cheap, it's the Thresher 2. It's the T-34.
It's not. No, it's not. The thing is, it's not even cheap. It's
Yeah.
just easy to build and built in large quantities.
Because like I got 300 XLs. Clans probably have warehouses of those.
Yeah, that's the thing. The engine's very common, but it has a mask and a supercharger because every clan wolf mech has that during the
Okay.
invasion of Terra.
Man, if,
But I mean, ERPPC, large pulse laser, LRM-15, SRM-4, flamer.
It's a Thunderbolt.
if
It's
there was a
Thunderbolt
way,
2C.
if there was a way to engineer out some of those problems, I'd build one of those. If you just figure,
Yeah, there is a
understand the
way to
problem.
engineer out those problems. It's called get a Thunderbolt 2C.
Yeah, but the Thunderbolt 2C is way slower.
Right?
It is way slower.
Yeah, because that's what drove me to this as the speed. It's a 60 tonner
I mean,
that can keep up with medium mechs.
3,364 BV for a 60-ton mech.
Right.
Because you have all that mobility on there and reflective armor. I don't like the reflective armor on it. I would have gone with regular ferrofibrous or something similar because
Yeah, I agree.
If you're a
gonna
trooper,
get
you're
into
getting
fist
into
fights.
you're getting into melee as a trooper.
Now, for another Ilcon current era, we have to talk about the hammerhead for troopers.
Yeah.
You got AES in the legs, so your greener pilots aren't going to be flopping around on the ground so much. It's got battle fits quirks, so even though it's a clan mech, you can punch a lot easier.
Huh? It's only 45 tons. I thought it was bigger.
Yeah, everyone thinks
And it's got hardened armor. Large pulse.
Exactly.
It feels like
a
it's
street
bigger.
safe.
That's
But it's not.
that's the thing. It feels
So
like
it
it's
goes like
bigger
6'8".
because of that hardened armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've got
because
heavy
you
mech
see-
armor. You've got heavy mech
And,
armor on a
hey,
45 tonner.
It's got a large pulse laser.
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's all
Okay.
in the torso.
Steve Fox knew what it was cooking when it came up with this.
It's just that no one wanted it.
Yeah, in several
Wasn't it the
Warblurps
fact that he
reading of
didn't
it,
want to sell it? Wasn't it the one that he didn't want to sell?
no, they wanted to sell it, and the Bears bought the vast majority of it, and they sent literal clusters of the damn things into the combine. And they're like, "Oh no, we got ambushed anyway."
Oh no. Anyways, what else is gonna happen?
Like,
They got
pretty much-
ambushed by those. They got ambushed by those combined samurai armor mechs that have hardened armor as well. So it became just punched you in the face. Well, I punched you back. Well, now I'm punching you again, and it was just a big dumb
And then-
fat
and
kid
then people-
slugfest.
And then
Pretty
people
much.
started being like, "We need re-engineered lasers." Oh wait, it's only the FedComs that build those things. What do we do?
Yeah,
Put the dragon stick into New Avalon.
There you go.
yeah.
Listen,
pretty much
day
What's the
one,
broken-
Steve
day
Fox only
one-
told the clans.
day one of me winning the lottery and buying the Battletech, my first announcement to the fandom is I'm retconning the dragon's tongue. From now on, it's the dragon's dick, and all future publications of Dominions Divided will have the dragon's dick.
New campaign book.
No, there's one problem with what you're saying. You're implying that there's going to be a second printing of Dominions Divided.
Oh, actually, I mentioned that in the local server earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about what Catalyst could do to restore goodwill and stuff like that, and I was like, it's simple. Dear fans, we know Dominions Divided was, well, divisive. Like, put millennial language in there, because they're millennials. And so to fix that, we're cutting this chapter, and this chapter. Go to our website and download the updated chapter. Where we don't make the Ghost Bears retarded.
Where it says Dragon's Dick.
Where it doesn't, where we don't make the Ghost Bears retarded, but it's now the Dragon's Dick, because it looked like a dick instead of a tongue. If it was a dragon's tongue, it would have been bifurcated around New Avalon. Come on, man.
Yeah, but they can't say that in a publication. That would be... Never mind.
They put omni genitals in a publication.
Uh,
Back to our troopers. The Hammerhead
is
kind of an easy mech to get. It's available as a premium miniature and in the 3rd Star League.
As a premium miniature, it was terrible though. From what I heard, like half of them didn't have the right legs, or was it the right torso?
I don't know.
One of the runs, the torsos had a lot of really bad mold lines. Oof. So if you bought the Eris, you actually get a Hammerhead torso as an apology. Which I thought was hilarious.
It's one of those mechs that CGL seems to have a weird boner for.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those new ones that didn't have a mini forever and ever. So we finally have one, which is nice, unlike the Hermit Crab, which I'm still waiting on a mini. So
there's some...
Now that would be a cool premium mini.
I don't like the idea of premium minis by themselves.
Me either. I wish they just sell them normally. Because
just sell us what you've got, please. It'd be a lot.
Okay, well, you can buy that exact Hammerhead in the 3rd Star League Battle Group,
that's a new
along
one.
with a Wendigo, a Jackalope, a Lament, and a Savior Repair.
Well, I meant the quote unquote premium miniatures, the multi-part resin ones. Just make them to order and sell those. Because, even if you do them online only, I'd like that because I like having multi-part models I can actually pose up and stuff.
I hate to admit it, I do have a whole star of Hammerheads that were from the premiums back when Catalyst didn't piss me off just yet. So yeah,
that's fine. I mean, I just bought their brand new. They got 2 new books that was supposed to come out last Friday, but they came out this morning, I believe. I got their 2 new books today because, I mean, if I'm going to look at them and review them and talk about them, I'd rather have the books. So I got a Spotlight, the Jade Warriors, and Turning Point, Turning Point Oliver.
USA?
Turning Point USA, no. Oh, God. Poor them having that name. Turning Point, I just read through them quickly. I haven't got deep. There's a new mech variant in the Jade Warrior book.
Oh.
A new Titan with 3 LRM-20s because it's funny. And what else? The Oliver book is mainly a whole bunch of missions. If you're doing like the campaign of Oliver during Operation Guerrero. So not massively great books from what I've seen, but I haven't read through Jade Warriors. Maybe it's more interesting. Maybe there's more fun stuff going on there. Oliver is really a short campaign book if you just want to do the Battle of Oliver and Operation Guerrero, which is not bad if you want to do that, but it's very niche as far as content goes, I'd say.
Hey guys, I got something I gotta get to. I have to drop out
we're going to be done here
later.
Oh, we're done anyways. So I hope everybody had fun.
Wait, we're done?
Yeah. because my wife needs a computer.
Dude, we still have so many troopers to talk about.
are
Part
you
two,
talking
part
about?
two, part
There's
two.
probably going to be a part
Can we
2.
do part 2 tomorrow?
Tomorrow? No, tomorrow I don't have access to my computer in the evening.
You're lame.
I know I'm
What kind of streamer are you?
I'll give you
I'm a
homework.
streamer with a family.
Fill it out.
See that now that's a unicorn.
I mean,
But
we didn't talk about like a third of that list here. That list is massive. Okay,
so yeah, no. This is we would probably make this a small series.
and we're probably going to be talking about more stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if next week I'm going to be streaming, or I might be streaming on like Tuesday instead of Wednesday, because Wednesday is Christmas Eve, and I don't expect everybody to be there.
Right.
Let's then. You know what? I'll be driving Tuesday, so let's do it Tuesday.
Yeah,
and we can talk more shit about troopers.
good more shit.
Okay.
Period.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Hell
See
yeah.
everybody later. I hope you have a very nice rest of your evening. Bye bye.
Take care,
Peace.
folks.
Hey, I'll be